right? What I find mesmerizing about you is that when I found out that you got Undateable,
Yes.
It was like almost as if it was like my it was my 9/11. It was my 9. Yeah, it was my 9/11.
But what was 9/11 for you before that?
Shocking.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it was another 9/11.
Yeah, it was another.
The
yeah.
real 9/11
The real
was
you
first
getting
9/11.
Undateable.
You're the second 9/11.
Right. Yeah. Right.
So it was another.
It was
one.
the kind of feeling of like, what, the world isn't right.
Right. People are dying.
It's crazy. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then I did some investigating. Who did he blow?
What investigating? What?
How you got the show?
Yeah.
Who did he blow?
Who did he blow?
Right. Did he blow Robert Greenblatt, the president of NBA? I don't know, right? But then I realized, right, that I did some investigating, and the first two things you auditioned for, you got almost, right? The first one, what was the first thing you auditioned for in terms of a show?
It was called The Assistants.
And did you get the show, or did you went test?
No,
for
I
it?
tested for it.
Right. So imagine going out for your first pilot, right? You probably, because you had not done anything before that, had to do a cattle call kind of a thing where you had to do a casting director. You didn't go straight to producers, right?
It was a casting director
And then they got called back
that day. It was a callback that day.
that day. Okay, so
Yeah.
you got called back that day, right?
Yeah.
And then you tested for it. You didn't get it. The second thing that you auditioned for was Undateable, and you got it.
I nailed it. Yeah.
I know you nailed it, but don't you? Does that? Hey,
That's
Gilbert,
like-
does that?
A very unlikely story. Where are you
That
from?
never-
Rick?
that
Did you
never
just
happens.
move here and
But
it happened?
I have a theory though why.
Why it happened?
Because we've talked about it. I've talked about it with a bunch of comics, right?
Cleveland.
What?
I just want to be respectful of every. I want to take my compliments, but while also acknowledging.
Yeah.
What's Cleveland?
Sorry, I interrupted.
What is Cleveland?
Where are you
That's where I was from.
Yeah, I interjected. I did a very sneaky interjection. I asked a question while you were giving him praises, and then he answered
I waited
while
for a
receiving
pause,
the
yeah.
praises.
All right.
That's how you book shows, by the way. You do your scene. Somebody in the back sneezes. You wait for a pause. Bless you. You go back to the scene.
You acknowledge everyone.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
But what? And I've talked to Dalia and a bunch of people about it. You know how you got the show, and it's you. The consequences, or because when I go into a show and audition, right, I go, oh my god, this is not going to happen. You know what I mean? It's all the cards are stacked against me, right? This is 1 in a million. All those negative thoughts, right? But this kid has always been he doesn't have those kind of thoughts. He has an idea of what he wants, and he just does it. Like this podcast that you have. You're just that type of person. Like, you're relentless asking me. I mean, I could read our text messages.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah. Take.
I mean,
but don't read all of them. Read
I'm going to read all of them.
No, don't read the private stuff.
There's no private.
No,
There's no private in
Just,
here.
you know, if you want to read the stuff, hey, congratulations moving to the neighborhood. Do you want to go to Mendocino Farms? Do you want to take a walk? I hope everything's okay.
That's my next question.
Yeah.
Why every time I go to Mendocino Farms, you're there?
Maybe I'm just, this is coffee and Bobby was saying nice stuff to me, but that you said that feels like such a compliment. I didn't even know you knew who I was.
I always see you there, and I always run.
May
hide.
I start this?
So many.
May I start this?
Cleveland.
Yeah, start it.
Sorry, baby.
Cleveland.
May I start this?
I was addicted to the, you find certain things
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh, that's where I go for 2 months.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
there was a few month section where I was there like four times a week. They even put my podcast on their fan of the day board, and it was
Hello.
so maybe you've seen that.
Kukukaka. Yeah. Hello.
Cleveland.
Okay. May I start this?
Yes.
Wait, hold on. That's not our text messages.
Let me see.
What is that?
Yes, it starts here.
Don't go that far.
I want to go far. We'll cut it out if it's too long.
Get the
Okay.
date? What's the date on
Well, just go back to the last
This goes-
few months.
Okay, this go. No, I don't want to.
Well, where are you
October,
going back for?
This is
From?
my podcast.
October what?
26th.
This year?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Okay.
You're not going to skip anything.
No, I'm not. I want to read it all the way through. Hello, Bobby. Can you help me shine? That's. Hello, Bobby. Can you help me shine?
I love this guy.
And I can help you shine.
Interesting proposal.
My response, I swear to God, who? Right? And now there's
Please screen
an essay. There's an essay.
I
here.
want to read that. I want to hear that.
Me and you. Shining. Podcast. Come over. Have me over. Give me advice. Let's write a sketch. Let's talk about life. Meet my new girlfriend. Make jokes about your penis and that get embarrassed because you feel like a hack.
Did I really write? Is
Yeah.
that real? Did I write that?
Yeah. Let me buy you
yeah.
Mendocino Farms.
It just. This is why I booked.
Sponsored by them?
Because they give me free food.
Mendocino.
No, I don't.
And then you go, the last thing you say is, talk to you in December. Right. The next one is, that was on October 26th. This is October 28th.
2 days later.
Yeah. And then this is your dad. You just now, I have not returned any of those, by the way.
course.
Right. Your next one is your dad giving you a text, and then you're telling me what your dad said.
Screenshot of
Right.
that. Yeah.
I am watching Bobby Lee to a lead guest role in Magnum PI. He's good.
Yeah, my dad talks to me about seeing you on there a lot.
And then
Whenever
you
he
go,
sees
my
a friend of
dad.
mine.
No response from me.
You're right.
Here's another one from you. No
When?
response.
that's
November
like-
November 5th now.
Okay, so we're about a week and a half out.
Yeah. I'm going to record 8 mini holiday episodes to be released one at a time during 8 nights of Hanukkah.
The 8 Nights of Taiso. That's where you've seen some of these guests. You
Fantastic.
could check.
I'm
those
going
out
to
at
decorate my
ricklaxman.com.
apartment full holiday style. I want them all be previous guests of my podcast. Would you be one of them? Come over for 20 minutes, in and out, thinking I'm going to record them this month so I can edit them over Thanksgiving holiday. And then no response from me.
Jeez.
November 21st, right? What? You just do a handshake, you know what I mean? Right? Here we go, December 8th. No response by me. Would you mind forwarding me who you get your merchandise from? Not the design, but the manufacturer printer? Nothing. December 18th.
I'm feeling really. I'm feeling really like. I think I don't know for sure what the feeling is. I think it's embarrassed.
I know, that's fine. We're going to talk about it.
I think I feel
We
embarrassed.
might cut through all this because it might be dead air, but
No.
I just need to
it's
I
okay.
just want to read through it.
I feel like you shouldn't be embarrassed.
No,
you should be embarrassed.
I'm
that he-
embarrassed.
No,
that
no,
he
I
left
feel
you hanging like that.
I'm embarrassed that I consciously made the decision to keep talking to you.
I know. But let me finish them. All right? Now here we go. December 18th. Hey, Bobby.
You also read it like.
I met
Like
your brother
sad.
yesterday, and he filled me in on how hard of a time y'all been having.
Sweet, very sweet.
Very nice.
I feel bad I've
Sincere.
talked with you about pod stuff and didn't pick up on any of the obstacles you were having.
Good guy.
This is a very good angle.
Good guy.
That's what I liked about it, the shift
Angle?
in tone, because you're trying different angles,
You think
right?
it's being crafted?
Congrats on your move to Hope you're well. Oh, it's so sad. If you're up for getting food sometime,
Mendocino Farm.
no podcast stuff, I'd love to see you and kick it. Oh, I should have responded to that, but I didn't. January 7th.
Next year?
January 7th now. Yeah.
Okay.
That's this.
This
Let's
is
get-
2020 now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2020 now. Let's get lunch. You live so close to me, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
January 15th. Literally nothing. No response.
Oh my God, it's just.
Yeah, it's just all him.
Yeah.
That's what I love about him. My girlfriend just texted me that your girlfriend is in her
Yeah, this is
yoga
when it
class
was.
right now. Oh, here we go. Should I ask my girlfriend to try and network with your girlfriend in an attempt to get all 4 of us to go to Mendocino?
Are you sponsored by them? What?
Nothing. No response. I feel so shitty. I feel bad. But I'm going to keep reading.
Yeah.
January 21st. And then why? Clap.
Why?
Not the clap, you know what I mean? What do you call it?
Oh, like
emoji?
Like when people.
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
Yeah, why not write me back? See, he does a clap.
Putting his
right?
foot down. You're putting your
Yeah.
foot
There's
down.
emotion there now.
So now, March 7th.
Yeah.
He
Which,
goes-
by the way, people didn't pick up
Pre-lockdown.
on. This is a week before Pi Day.
So January 21st, now March 7th. Bobby, come take your shoes off again next week. Oh, I can't read what I just read here.
Okay.
I can't.
I don't know what it is, but
I'm gonna cut that out.
Is it something embarrassing for me or for you?
It's embarrassing. it's embarrassing for you.
What could it be?
I can't do it. I don't want to do it.
He has his.
Yeah, I'll tell you later after the podcast.
He
I'll tell you
has
later.
his.
He has the same. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. It's a conversation I don't want to have right now.
I respect that.
It's a conversation I don't want to have right now.
But you know what it is, and I don't, and I want to have that.
You want to cut it out then?
Yeah.
No.
I'll just
read
say it now and then just cut
Okay,
it out.
yeah.
Ping this, all right?
Okay, ping it right here.
I said, This is okay. I want to just say how rude I am.
Okay.
Oh, I know why you're not saying why you're not talking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'll just say it.
Well, no. I'll explain why you're not going to say it by just this way. It's something that is not embarrassing for either of us. I mean,
No, but
it just shouldn't be talked about.
Dear God, give me the phone.
I said
Oh, correct.
correct.
Yeah. But if you want to know more, head on over to rickglassman.com
Yeah.
for the answers.
Let me finish this, okay? So
Good call.
March 8th. Want to get coffee? You live so close, and I have 2 friends. Thinking about going to the farmer's market. March 8th. You just sent me a photo of Mendocino Farms. Oh, my God. Hey, Bobby. How have you AJK been? What does that mean?
What?
How AJK?
Translation, Rick?
Asian Jewish kind?
You guys isolating? It's scary out there. Are you guys still recording? Checking
How
in
have
about
you,
323
AJK
date.
been?
I'm scheduled with Tiger
Probably
Belly.
you and Kay been. How
Curious
have you
about the
and Kay
logistic.
been?
It just keeps going and going and
Hey,
going.
listen, Rick.
You sent me photos of us. You sent photos of us together.
Very sweet.
So I want to apologize real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
So by reading that, no, honestly, put your phone down. By reading all that,
Maybe a little less aggressive on your apologies. Go ahead.
I think that's the reason why I don't respond to you.
I see.
It's that attitude. Do you understand what I'm saying? What I'm dealing with?
Interesting. Has it always been like this with you two?
So Bobby doesn't respond to people. Is that fair, or is it just me?
No, it's
I don't take it
everyone. It's across
personally.
the board.
Yeah, I don't take it
The only
personally.
person that he responds to is Paul Banks.
Shout out to Paul Banks, by the way. We'll put his Instagram handle up here.
He needs.
So Bobby once told me at the Comedy Store, I'd like to give Bobby a compliment now. Nobody thinks Bobby's funny. I don't mean you're not interesting. Nobody finds you particularly funny. And you and I had a conversation.
What?
No, I was joking. You're very funny. You're one of the funniest.
No, let's be sincere.
Yeah.
If we're gonna fucking do this,
Yeah, you're right.
We're gonna fucking
You're right.
do this.
It's hard to navigate.
Fucking
It's
real.
hard to you have to appreciate. It's hard to navigate. I'm literally looking at you through a glass.
I understand that, but
We're performing while also
not
I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I've known you for over a decade, Bobby.
Yeah.
I still haven't met you.
Wow.
wow.
And now that
we're
doesn't
at
mean I don't love to play with you. My language is play. But a lot of times people don't know when you're joking, when you're serious. To me, it's all the same. So you and I sit in that pocket well, but then every now and then when I make a joke that you think it's not good timing, I think, no, you're right. But also, I don't know. I'm scared, Bobby. I want to do well with you, with the audience, while also connecting, because it's not like we could ever go to fucking lunch, because anytime I ask you, you ignore me.
You know what?
I'll let you do it. Yeah, go ahead.
But
Hey, man, I don't know how to do it.
his son,
Well, fences. I don't know what it is. Go ahead.
Fences?
his son, John David Washington, and I've known Denzel for a long time because
Yeah.
my manager, once upon a time ago, was Norm Nixon, formerly of the Lakers, married to Debbie Allen, and they're like best friends. So Denzel would come over to the house. I would see Denzel. I've known John David since he was a kid. But cut to, he's Denzel's son. So he gets to skip the line. He gets to skip the process. He gets to skip all the people that drive to auditions, talking in their cars, going over it in their head 1,000 times. He gets to skip being in the room with 5 other actors waiting to go in, and he's hearing their auditions, making him go, oh, I was going to say it that way. Now I got to quickly switch it up. He skips the process of after the audition, going home, talking to yourself, nervous. Am I going to get it? When's the call coming? Fucking what I should have did. How could I have made it better? I got my rent. I got my fucking baby mama. If I don't make this bitch happy, I ain't going to get no pussy. I got to buy my kids, fucking put food on the table, clothes. So he gets to skip all of that because he's Denzel's son.
Can I make an argument? May I argue?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and I agree, right? It is a little easier, but I know, actors and stuff that have famous parents, right? And I know that they still had to audition, right? Now, they still had to vie to get an agent, right? Why are you winking?
Because he
it's
definitely
not-
agrees with you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I also have to say that, because I've worked with them, they kill it.
Some of them do.
I know, but the ones that don't, you don't know. Like, for instance, do you know who Francesca Hilton is?
Love her.
Yeah.
Right? Paris Hilton's aunt. She was trying to do stand-up for years. She's terrible. She never became a regular, and she's passed away, by the way. You know, God rest your soul. But my point is that Eric Douglas, remember Kirk Douglas' son,
Yes,
Eric Douglas?
Eric Douglas.
He started doing stand-up. No one gave him stage time because terrible, right? So if you're good and you're the son of whatever, right, you're going to make it. It's a little easier.
Yeah,
They didn't have to-
but when you say that little easier is important, because for a lot of us, a lot of people who aren't Nepo babies, that little easier almost never comes.
Yeah.
It's hard to accomplish little easier. Getting your foot in the door is almost impossible.
I know, but
So that little easier helps. Listen, if Michael Jordan's son could have made it in the NBA, he wouldn't be fucking Larsa Pippen. But that's his greatest accomplishment. And when your dad is the greatest fucking basketball player of all time, you know how much pressure you got on you? Rain Pryor.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I know, she was not good.
Right.
He's still fucking Larsa Pippen?
Right.
Still?
Yeah. So it's like, listen, it's no guarantee. It's not a birthright.
Yeah.
But again, that easier is huge. That's what's so
But
fair.
Aries-
Wait. But that's so fair about what's fair about sports. Are there politics in sports? Yes. But you ain't getting a $100 million contract if you can't warrant it. If your talent doesn't warrant $100 million, they're not giving it to you because of who your uncle was. You still have to have the goods.
Yeah.
Like stand-up, like Rain Pryor. Rain Pryor did stand-up, right? And yeah, she might be able to get a showcase easier, right? She might be able to get seen easier, but she still has to deliver
Yes, but some
on
people don't
stage,
even
right?
get that, Bobby.
But these guys that I know, right, that have, you know what I mean, famous parents, I've seen them on set and they knock it out of the park.
I think you guys are actually both agreeing,
We are?
not realizing you're agreeing on.
No, I'm realizing. I'm realizing.
Sorry, I don't know what.
Dyslexia.
Sorry, sometimes I get so emotional, right? Let me calm down, all right? But here's another thing.
You're
okay?
saying the same thing.
Yes,
I know,
but there's a slight
Yeah.
difference that I think is more important that he's not understanding.
Yeah.
Let me say. May I?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So check it out, okay? But the road that I took to get to this moment right here, I wouldn't change any of it, right?
You wouldn't change it and be white?
No.
No, I'm just-
No, I wouldn't.
All right.
The way I signed up for open mic in 1995, the way I hit mics every night, and the rejection and the pain and the suffering, it was hard, dude. I just remember it being hard, but I am proud of myself that I'm resilient enough, and it's the only thing in the world that I've ever done right. It's the only thing in the world where I can look back and go, you know what, dude? I'm so proud of you because, you know what I mean? You went through all that shit and you never gave up. And now I have a killer. I love my life. I love it. I love everything about my life, right? And I'm just, you know, I don't know what it's like to be a Nepo baby. You know what I mean? But I know that they don't essentially feel the way I feel about my own career, you know? And my parents were immigrants. They didn't speak English, right? And no connections to Hollywood. When I came to LA, I lived in the parking lot at the Comedy Store for a month in my truck. I slept there. And Jimmy Schubert used to buy me lunches and this and that to survive. And I just remember doing all those things, and I got on TV a bunch of times. I did the Tonight Show. I did movies. You know what I mean? I sell tickets. You know, it's incredible, my life. And I did that. And also being an Asian guy back then, some of these Asian people right here, they're killing it. It's fine. But I did it when it was almost impossible. Margaret and I, she was here last week, Margaret Cho and I, and we talked about it was so hard for us back then. And I look back and I go, you know what, dude? Wow, how amazing is it that you're strong enough to get there? And I got there and I survived it. I'm proud of myself.
Listen, in my personal opinion,
I don't, you know what, dude? I don't think I said Buick.
you did.
What was the context of the sketch?
It don't matter, nigga. Opinion don't sound like Buick.
The only word I remember fucking up, right, was shiitake.
And what did you say?
Shit take.
You know what? And listen, there's a lot of black bitches
Asian word.
whose names end with an Isha who say that.
Oh, really?
Oh my God, how much of these shit taking mushrooms?
Yeah.
Okay. So you had a black moment. But listen, what I'm saying is this. In all those
Wait, isn't shiitake an Asian word?
It's an Asian mushroom.
It's Japanese mushroom. Yeah.
Oh, that's.
But here, can I
But
just?
wait, just let me, I don't want to forget my point. Here's the other thing. Back to the Nepo babies. Here's the other thing that's kind of crazy is, okay, I got it. You still have to be able to deliver. But even if you fail, you're going to be homeless. You wondering where your next meal is coming from. Denzel's son, whoever's son, daughter, they straight. Parents ain't going to let their kids live in a cardboard box under the freeway. So even if they fail, they still rich for life. They still ain't got to worry about where their next meal is coming from. For a lot of struggling actors who sleep in their cars and who struggle, if they don't make it, they still live in that life. So on top of the fact that Nepo babies get to skip the line, you also live comfortably even in failure. Whereas the people that are struggling with talent, when does that existence cease? So, and again, I know violin, Cry Me a River, boo-hoo, unfair. And it's easy for people to say that when they're not in this life. When you're in this life and you wear these shoes and you're the one struggling, you're the one worrying about your next meal, paying your rent, taking care of your kids, and all that other shit, talk to me then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think most Nepo babies would probably, agree that they absolutely had a leg up or a couple legs up, so.
Yeah, but I'll put it in a broader sense.
How many Nepo baby friends do you have? Because you're really
I have a lot.
going to bat for them.
And
I really do. I have a lot, and I've worked with them, and some of them are real good friends of mine, and I know
how many of them help you?
they do help me a
Not
lot.
that they owe you.
They do help me a lot. In fact, Nepo babies have helped me more than regular babies. Nepo babies have helped me more, right? And also it's like, and I know that they've helped me. Like I did a TV show once, a network show, where a Nepo baby pulled me aside, right, and goes, "Just breathe. I've been there," because there was a
Oh, I love that Nepo baby.
yeah, I love that Nepo baby, right? But there was a section of but there was a section of this thing in the some sort of monologue I was doing where I couldn't get my head around it, and this Nepo baby pulled me aside. He was very generous, and it was like, "I've been there, I've been through this. Breathe. This is what you need to do." And they've been very so helpful in my life. Now, but I want to have a broader point though, if I may.
Go ahead.
So I'm watching. I've just finished Ken Burns' documentary, The War.
World War II?
About World War II.
Ken Burns.
He's one of the greatest documentary filmmakers of all time. And he did documentaries about the Vietnam War, but I just saw the one with World War II, right? And it's like, millions of Americans died, right? You and I in the 40s, right, would have been shipped to Normandy or North Africa or, some Pacific island somewhere, seeing and fighting the worst fucking war, right? And death and violence and babies burned alive and all that stuff, right? And we just live in a great time right now, right? And we were born in the right time. We weren't born in the 1800s. We were born, when we were born, we live in an America it's never been like this in America, right? So it's like we have this opportunity to go up and perform and do the things we're free. There's no death and violence. So it's like, we should just be grateful and happy.
That's a great outlook. It's a great outlook.
Okay.
It's hard to have that outlook when your rent is due and you're 2 months behind.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Kind of hard to have that outlook when your baby mother like, nigga, you want pussy, you know what I mean? Pay these bills.
Sure, that's true.
You struggling on the bills.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's why I know, listen, and that's part of what I am working on for myself.
Did you read a book or something? What the fuck happened to you? You went to therapy? Like, what the fuck happened?
Nah, man, I'm just
Something happened.
I'm getting older, man. I'm just trying to, smarten up a little bit.
I like it. That's good.
And like I said, man, I wanted to. You don't understand. Before I got here, 5 minutes, I saw on my Instagram a skit that I had posted, and Mo commented, "Nothing but love," and I love Mo. That's my sister. So I hit her back, and I'm cheesing like a little motherfucker. I said, "I am 5."
They were going to celebrate this business they sold. So she's going to the house that they were going to celebrate at in the desert. And did I say her friend died?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, cool.
We can say it again.
Her friend who passed away ends up visiting her as an alien at this house.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait. So let me ask you some questions.
Uh-huh.
She was an alien the whole time she was on Earth?
No, she was a regular human being.
Right. She literally died.
She literally, well, in the movie.
In the movie.
Yes.
In the movie. Yeah, not in real life. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You get COVID times. You don't know, man.
No. Yeah, you're right. Good point.
She might have.
She could have died.
Yeah.
So she was in the movie. She was a human being that was alive.
Yes.
She died, and now she's back, but she's now in an alien life form. She
Yeah.
looks like an alien.
No, she looks like herself. So you're
Right,
kind of
right,
watching
right.
the movie like, is she an alien or
All
like,
right.
what's going on?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. And so what? When she died, an alien was observing her and goes, "I want that body." Or
That's
something?
kind of what it's because I think the alien is on Earth to like observe like grieving.
I love
Oh, well, that's great. That sounds like a Star Trek,
Yeah.
a Next Generation concept.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They had
That-
there was one episode where Deanna Troy,
Mm-hmm.
she's the ship's counselor. She's half Beta said, and she. I
love this.
And Beta says they're telepathic,
What do they look like? That's not the
like humans.
Regular.
They look Greek.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a bunch of Greek people.
Yeah. She has
They're like
black
hairy?
curly hair.
Yeah.
Hairy arms.
I know they never showed those shots in the fucking thing, but I assume yes. But anyway, she's sleeping on the Enterprise, and a little tiny light, right, is like going through space. It's like a little life form, and it goes, "Oh, look at the ship!" So it goes into the ship, sees her sleeping, this little light, and he goes inside her, and she wakes
Through
up.
what orifice?
What?
Through what orifice?
Yeah. How did it
It's-
enter?
It's television.
Yeah, I know. I want to see it.
I know. Me too. Probably the fucking Greek pussy.
Damn.
Yeah,
Greek pussy.
yeah.
Damn.
And went through the Greek pussy,
She got a little.
which is a lot of hair to go through.
I know. It's a forest.
Right, so this orbital, he couldn't get in there, but he finally gets in there. And
Good.
She wakes up pregnant.
Oh, he did go through
yeah,
the pussy.
whoa.
Went through the pussy, and the little light came inside her.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird, right? She's pregnant, but the pregnancy is accelerated.
Oh.
So 3 days in, she gives birth,
Oh, damn.
and everyone's going crazy. What the fuck? You know what I mean? That's
They say the F word. And
what the That's Picard. You know what I mean?
beat me the fuck up.
Yeah. So, and then the baby's born, and in a week, he grows to be 15.
Oh, damn.
16, and then he leaves. But before he leaves, he turns back into a life form and goes in her mind and goes, I just wanted to experience what's it like being
Rape? What is that?
That's true.
So true.
That's
Futuristic
Yeah.
rape.
Huh.
fucking true.
Yeah.
You know that little light bulb? The voice was Cosby.
Oh,
Because
shit.
she was sleeping. She was sleeping.
Damn.
Yeah.
Deep, man.
That's
Deep
so
attack.
deep. Yeah.
Wow. That,
In
yeah,
fact, if you turn up the volume, right, in that episode, you hear the light bulb go, hey, hey, hey. He says, hey, hey, hey. Okay?
I'm trying to think of how. Like, how does Bill Cosby sound? It's been a while since I've heard him talk.
Yeah. So anyway,
Give me a Greek, sleepy Greek pussy.
sleepy. That's the title of this episode.
Greek pussy.
Sleepy Greek pussy.
Immediately
Write that down.
demonetized.
Is that monetized? All right. So my
It's
point.
not monetized, he said.
So my point is that episode is the same kind of same because
Yeah.
he's this little alien life form is living as a humanoid, and he goes, okay, I get it, I love you guys are great, and I'm gonna move on to a different, right? So it's the same kind of.
Go get another one.
Yeah,
I'm out.
yeah.
I'm on the next
it's-
ship.
right? And also, as being a little light, you know what I mean? Like you could probably rape easy,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Light?
right?
Yeah.
You can go in and out of doors and walls because that's what it can do.
Oh, he can?
Right. The rape whistle. Wait, she blows a rape whistle, and the orb just go boop, gone.
She can't even feel it though, but he's like swimming through the rugae of her vagina
What's
and
a rugae?
everything.
What's rude?
Is that the
It's
title?
like the
That's a
rib
type of
part
lettuce.
on the inside.
But that's actually a medical term.
Rugae.
Rugae?
Okay.
It's like a rugula, but
Yeah. But that's a scientific
Not
term for it.
reggae, rugae.
I've never heard of that body part.
Yeah, rugae.
It's not. Yeah.
And I feel like I know vaginas very well.
Like if I stuck my finger in your vagina, can I go, oh, you have a good rugae?
No, when you touch the walls, does it not feel like bumpy and
Oh, is it yours is bumpy?
not bumpy, but it's like
Ridges.
it's got it's got
No.
structure.
No, I don't. We don't have one.
It's got structure. Oh, you've never been in one either?
I've stuck my finger out and I'm like, oh, this is not. I've never felt bumps. One bump to clit, but that's
You felt structure.
no. But I just feel moisture and skin.
You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. This is the
He
type-
blacks out.
His eyes roll back.
You've never even okay, Bobby.
No, all right.
You've touched my rugae, is what I'm saying.
You have a beautiful, beautiful rugae. Yeah. Yeah, you know, when I stick my finger in your vagina, it's like what the avatar creatures do with the other plants and stuff.
they connect.
They connect.
Yeah.
We're not together, by the way.
We're not together
anymore
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's awkward because he did see me out at Cha Cha Lounge on a date.
Oh,
So
Oh, did you see another guy with her?
yes.
it's a friend of his.
I see what you're. I see what you're
I
doing.
was withholding some information.
He's getting back, man.
All right, so no, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
This is exciting.
You got so perked up, man.
I did get perked up because I feel like this is.
Ask him who's a better guy, you or that guy.
Wait, I feel like this is a part of his sabotage again.
10 years
From
ago.
10 years.
I'm making
12 years
chess
ago.
moves.
I know. I know. This is really painful. It hurts. All right. So may I ask some questions?
Wait till I clip all that rape stuff out of this interview. You're fucked. Your career is fucked.
So, Blake, did you go to the Cha-Cha club with this guy?
No,
No.
I went with my friends.
You went with friends. Did you know he was going to be there?
No.
No. Are you friends with this guy?
Yes.
Is he a writer?
Yes.
Okay. And when you saw her, did you know who she was?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know who he was?
Yes.
And they're just alone?
I believe so.
Okay. Last question, okay?
Uh-huh.
Who's a better guy?
He is.
I'm a good guy, too.
You are. You seem like a really nice guy.
Yeah. Who's better looking? It's just whoa.
Got real,
Dude,
got real.
that hurt. What you just did now.
Well-
Wait, no, what you just did there, right?
You went-
hurt more than anything I've ever heard in my life.
Really?
Who's better looking? You got like duh. That's your version of duh, right? Him, right? Him.
I mean, conventionally handsome. Yeah, I think you're cute, but like,
Yeah, dude, let me say something to you. You know, you think in a Western way.
I do.
Yeah,
I
your
do.
mind is so Western.
I know. I'm
right?
I'm-
If we were in fucking Panda Belly,
yeah.
and I was a Chinese dude with a fucking podcast club in Shanghai, right?
Love that podcast.
That's a great Panda Belly, right? And you were you were on Workaholics, but Workaholic, all right?
Yeah.
And you were all right. And then you
Probably be a pretty dark show.
yeah. And you would probably say that I was better looking, maybe,
Yeah.
if we were in Shanghai.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so
Let's talk about the Ruba or what was it called? Roomba?
let's go back to the bump.
The Roomba. Yeah.
They're okay?
Yeah. Can I stick my fingers in and feel your fallopian tubes?
No.
Is that too
Let's
far
wait
back?
for the- yeah.
I bet you LeBron James can get back there.
You probably could.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, especially mine.
Right, so you think LeBron James, if he had sex with you, that he would be able to hit his head of a penis with his
Yeah, he'd
with
come
the
out of my
fallopian?
mouth, sweetie.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow. yeah.
God damn.
So there is,
With
scientifically.
the fallopian
Look at that.
tube.
You see the
what that is?
ridges on the cervix right there in the
Yeah.
vagina?
Yeah.
Wow,
Ridges?
that looks great.
Yeah.
Look how far back the fallopian tube is, Bobby.
Holy moly.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
You have to
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful.
It really is
Yeah.
interesting,
Yeah.
isn't it?
I think the fallopian tube would be delicious.
You wanna eat one?
Oh, to eat.
Ooh.
I mean, because look what's inside.
A lot of strands, muscle
Yeah.
fibers.
It's like a pomegranate.
yeah.
Sweet. Dude.
Yeah.
This does look pretty appetizing.
It looks
doesn't
pretty. The whole thing does kind of.
Yeah, it's very Star Trek.
Yeah, it's very Star Trek. Yeah. Do you like eating vag or?
Do I like to yeah,
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. You
Do
good?
you, do
or-
you?
I do.
Oh.
Yeah. You good? or-
I think so. I've never licked my own, but I think so.
Have you ever asked?
To have my badge licked. Or have I asked if I'm good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
How do you say it?
How do you present
How do
that
you ask?
question?
Did you like that?
I go. No, am I good at eating your vagina? And you know what they do?
What?
They do what he did
But in Shanghai.
in Shanghai. Yeah. So
I'm so good at eating pussy in Shanghai. You gotta believe me.
Yeah.
I
You have a
eat it.
Western mind.
Yeah.
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 I have an Eastern way of doing it.
Yes.
That's
No.
cool.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're very American about it.
What do you mean?
It's standard. It's great. It's fine.
Standard.
Standard.
Like,
It's the gold standard.
It's oh.
yeah, it is the gold standard. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you're sweet about it. I think dudes who go in broy dudes who go in aggressive thinking they know how to do it usually never know how to do it.
Right.
Like they're terrible.
You need an artist.
Yeah, you need someone who's going to
Creative.
take cues and listen and be sweet about it. Because
Yeah.
it's such a delicate little thing.
It's a delicate thing in there.
Yeah, you got to go soft.
But the top, because I don't have one. The where the clit is that the most sensitive area?
I would say, yeah. And just
Interesting.
the entry of the vagina, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Back there, like you said, is no man's land.
Yeah, no man's land. Yeah.
So like you don't feel a lot back there. So it's, that's our size. I'm like size queens. I'm like, are you just looking to just feel impaled? Because like all of the nerves are kind of in the opening.
Yeah.
We're learning here, buddy.
Yeah, no, I am eating this up. This is great.
Have you ever said like, stop?
Yeah.
But like that abruptly,
And,
how would
like,
you do it?
Redirect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's terrible when it just feels like someone is like wants to like swallow your clit whole. It's a terrible feeling.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
A couple of months ago, I was with a girl, and
Yeah.
she was giving me a blowjob. Can I say this?
Nice.
Yeah.
And I said stop, but I grabbed her pits and pulled her up.
Whoa.
Was it that bad? She was teeth grinding, or she? Was...
It just didn't feel the great.
Jimmy Jaws? Jimmy
yeah.
Jaws.
So I just went okay
From the armpit.
from the armpits up. That probably not. Is that not the way to do it?
That's a lot of power in those two.
Yeah.
It's like you're using the force.
Yeah, like Magneto. Like she was made out of metal, and I was. Yeah.
I think it's really polite. Did you just hate the way she was doing it?
No, I was just let's go to the next phase.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I mean.
Well,
We
then
begin the next phase.
you hated it then.
I feel like that's what Shim Lim does.
Yes.
But he doesn't do the pits. He just like what?
You probably didn't.
Well,
Love it.
I can't have an orgasm through it.
That's true. You cannot.
I
I
cannot.
tried really hard.
Yeah. It takes an hour.
It's so demoralizing
Yeah, that's gotta
as
be a
for a
bummer.
girl, where you're just like,
What do you mean demoralizing?
Yeah.
like nothing. I want to pump chump. I want to feel like a champion every time I. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
but when you're sophisticated down there, you know.
What
Yeah.
do you mean? Who's sophisticated? You or me?
Me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got a sophisticated dick.
Yeah. Like if I
It
was,
does. It's tricolored.
would I be a Michelin?
Neapolitan.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Okay. I like
What
that.
color's yours?
Standard white.
It's wait. Well, let me ask you something. Be real, okay?
White standard.
If I had it in front of me on a plate,
Oh,
plate?
God.
right?
It's still attached to him?
What color's the plate?
Oh yeah, that's true, right?
Right.
Black.
Oh.
Oh, that's not good with presenting food on black plates.
But when you have a white item on it,
White's
as
great.
pale as his,
Are you good at plating?
yeah, I would put a lot of white stuff on it, like a white mayo
Okay.
with it.
Like Kewpie?
Like if I was serving your penis as a meal, right?
Yes.
Like we're in the menu, right? Whatever, and I would put like like a red on top of it as a seasoning.
Chili flake.
Paprika, like, and also black truffle.
Ooh.
So imagine his penis on a plate,
Contrast.
slices of black truffle on top of it, right?
That's cool.
And then I would put like a little. You know how sometimes they put like a little dab of a, you know what I mean, item like a like a chipotle,
a dollop.
a dollop of a sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on top of it, but a completely different color, like a red color.
Red color.
Right. So black plate, white penis, black truffle,
Truffle.
right?
Yeah.
And then
Maybe like a microgreen.
and a steak knife.
Oh, a steak.
I feel like you need a steak knife. In here.
Okay. I like that.
Right.
Like one of those ones from like Outback.
yeah.
The big ones.
Yeah, one of those big ones, right?
Yeah.
I've stolen so many of those.
Really?
Yeah, in college, like even today, all of my utensils are from Outback.
Oh, damn.
I would just leave out
Wow.
by like jingle jangling because I just was a broke college kid, so I stole all of my utensils from Outback.
Wow, that's a good. You could do that everywhere. I guess.
Everywhere, but they had the good knives.
Yeah,
there.
their knives are pretty
Yeah.
They're good. So anyway, when I'm looking at your penis,
Sure.
as like I put a bib on
Of course.
and I go, oh, this is Michelin star. This is nice, right?
Uh-huh.
Your penis is there, right? And then I'd be like, I wouldn't go. It's not completely white. I go, oh, there's a section of this that's a little tanner. Would I say that?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, are you saying like, is it spotted?
No, I'm not spotted, but there's always a ring
Is it spot?
Yeah, there is.
on the stem, right?
On the shaft?
On the shaft part.
I don't think there is a ring.
Oh, it's just completely white.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now let's say you're at a restaurant.
wanna
Describe to me what my penis would look like on a plate.
What would be Outback for sure?
Outback Steakhouse.
It's in the middle of a bloomin' onion.
It's not its own meal.
It's an appetizer. It's
Yeah.
not even a-
It's an appetizer.
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's so rude. So it's basically like
The best appetizer, though.
right, but they don't have to go. What is this? What is this in the middle of the thing I ordered?
No, it's kind of sort of. But
yeah.
it would look cool. It'd look like a spiky like pubic mound or something.
All right.
Yeah, it would
and then
look
as a
cool.
waiter, what would you say? I go, what's this on the?
I said, well, that's the catch of the day.
Oh, you're so. I see.
Oh.
Did you catch the in Studio City?
Yeah, no, Burbank.
Oh, Burbank. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Burbank. Okay,
Yeah, that's where the good Outback is.
that's great. I imagine my penis would come in a bowl, but there's like also like a 1,000 other ones, and you eat it like cereal.
Ooh.
Oh no.
No?
No. It's more special than that.
Oh,
Give yourself
thank you.
credit. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
It's like
See,
an
that's what I
art-
need.
It is like
Yours is very
very
funny.
artistic.
My penis is artistic.
Yeah, really artistic.
Really?
And it also like shape shifts.
Whoa.
This is his. Everyone in here's penis is shapeshift.
No. But yours, it's like sometimes it just takes on a completely different like
Persona?
persona.
Damn.
Well, he's acting.
Yeah, it's a method actor.
Yeah.
yeah. He takes his roles very seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, so it does have a, you know what I mean? You're not saying erect.
No.
Oh, you
Anyway, like even if it's fully erect, there's some times where it just feels like it's a different penis, or that maybe it's because we role played for so many years.
Oh,
Sorry, my back is hurting from laughing.
you
Yeah.
got the Daniel Day-Lewis cop.
Thank you so much. And that's the best compliment you could give me.
Yeah.
I love him as an actor.
Yeah.
He's great.
Do you prefer acting or live shows and stuff?
Acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, acting's. Do you get nervous though? get nervous.
Yeah, I get nervous for sure.
You know the worst part
What?
is so I was on Magnum a couple weeks ago, and I didn't memorize my lines that good.
Yeah.
I go. Sometimes you go. I'll memorize it on the van. Have you done that? Right. So you're just reading it in the van, right? And then when I showed up on set, it was like more people on set than normal because I've been on the show before.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I was just like
Oh, man.
panicking.
Oh, did you like break out in a sweat?
A little bit.
Yeah.
And the two guys on the show I'm very good friends with.
That's good.
And I've worked with the director before, right? And I know the cameraman, everybody, right? But still, they went through rehearsal, and I normally I don't do this, but I read it off the page.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? When you rehearse before you shoot, are you completely memorized?
No.
You read it off the page?
Yeah.
Even when you're like blocking?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'll do it to the last second.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Why?
I have a bad brain.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I find that like the more you work, the easier it is to memorize. But like if it's been a while since you've been on a set, it's like hard.
it's a muscle memory.
It really is.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've had gaps of like not working enough for years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you get something, you're like, oh, can I even do this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I boring you?
No, not at all. I'm listening.
I don't want to bore you, baby.
Don't call me baby anymore.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. We're not going to do that anymore?
Every time I am on the phone with, I know it's probably a guy. Because every time I'm on the phone with a guy, you go, babe, I love you, babe. You just go crazy.
Love it.
And it's the guy's always like, are you guys like for sure broken? Like you always, and I know you do it intentionally. You do it on purpose.
You know Jane Goodall?
Uh-huh.
You know Jane Goodall?
I think.
Well, no. Guess who Jane Goodall is?
Newscaster.
Nope. Second guess?
Jane Goodall. Senator.
Forget it.
Animals.
Animals.
Oh, okay.
So Jane Goodall was the white lady that lived in Africa and hung out with the monk chimpanzees.
Yes, Gorillas
Right.
in the Mist.
Gorillas in the Mist.
Yes.
Yes. And when the head chimpanzee, the male, the alpha male, he does this. That's my hey babe.
Yeah. I could see
Okay,
that.
so what are you trying to accomplish in that moment?
To let them know that we're done, but I'm still king.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm still king of the jungle.
All right.
That's
right.
intimidating.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just want them to know because am I not going to be a part of your life for the rest of your life?
You are.
There we go.
Okay.
So I got to let them know.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What would you do with my girl?
I don't do any of that. I'm like,
do nothing.
I
Yeah.
stay out of your way, and
You wouldn't squirt on them or anything like that?
Yeah.
No. But I
Like a
think
mark,
that-
like a mark.
I think
yeah,
that
yeah.
Okay.
Like what like tigers do when they on a rock and they let the other tigers know.
one of your girls did something intentional when I was like, I don't live here anymore, but
Okay.
I did see that there was an intentional leaving behind of a pair of earrings on my bedside
Interesting.
before I moved out, and I thought, oh, I know what that is. Like, and I thought it was fine.
A marking.
But she was definitely
Marking?
marking that side of the bed.
Whoa.
Were
that's
they nice
crazy.
earrings?
No, they were cheap.
Oh, that's her. You marking her now.
So many markings.
Did you see
right
that?
now.
They're marking each other.
Love
The
it.
kind that turns green.
Oh, that's a
the
double mark.
Double mark.
You double marked it.
Damn.
So you're married, right?
No.
Hello. Single?
Helpful advice with Sarah Hyland. Hey, guy.
Oh,
Plug your dates
plug,
first.
plug.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm actually. Let's see. Next week I'll be with Jessica Kirsten actually in Colorado.
Comedy Works?
Works.
Downtown Denver?
Yes.
Best club in the world.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
You never been there?
No,
You're Sarah?
I've heard that. I've heard it's a female-owned place, and she's
She's
amazing.
amazing.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
But why I love the club though
Yeah.
is, and you're gonna love it because you could literally the people
Mm-hmm.
are on the same level as you, and they're not that far from
So
you,
great.
and they're stacked, and it's really one of the best rooms imaginable. So you're gonna be at Denver Comedy Works next week.
Yes. And then after that, I'll be back in LA for a hot second, and then I leave again, and I'll be kind of all over the East Coast. So I'll be in Florida, New Jersey, and New York. But I'll post all of them on my Instagram.
Okay.
I just don't know the exact places, but I'll be all over them.
Your podcast,
And then I'll be in San Diego. Actually, we're gonna be down in San Diego
Which
at
club? American
Drop
Comedy
the-
Company.
No, it's new. It's new. Drop the mic.
Oh, Drop the Mic. Is that in Escondido?
It says San Diego, but it
Yeah,
could
that's.
be
I mean,
San
same.
Diego. I mean,
Yeah. Well, check her out there.
yeah, that's a new club.
Uh-huh.
That's a new club, so that's fun. That just opened.
Mm-hmm. I think that's what the same thing is.
They're probably gonna have you, or they probably want to.
I would love to do it.
Just because you're a San Diego person.
Yeah.
So there, but that'll be I think the third week of May.
Cool.
So that'll be fun. That's like a whole new thing. But anyway, but I post it.
And your
on-
podcast?
Well, I do a podcast with Jessica.
Yeah. Check that out.
We just actually put one out with Jesus Trejo today.
I love
One of
him.
the funniest young
fucking
men.
best
I love him.
So nice.
person.
Just person. He's just
The
the
best person. Like he's a Bombay, but and so so funny. Like it's insane. He just put a clip out of you guys doing and Mark Maron doing.
love him so
yeah, Okay.
We're Jesus.
He's good.
Jesus
I
I
He's
love
a-
him so
yeah.
much. Unhelpful
He
advice.
took care of his parents.
Stardew
It's a whole
Valley
thing.
is
He's a good
waiting.
okay.
Unhelpful advice.
Hey, Tiger Belly Gang. My name is Jack. I'm 21 from England. And my question is, what would you do if you only had 8 months left to live? I've had cancer for a while now, and I know I haven't got long left. Just wondering what you guys think and if you have any suggestions on the bucket list items for me to tick off. Have a great day, Jack. Heart emoji.
Oh boy.
Any personal bucket lists for you guys if you had 8 months to live, and also any
I
suggestions for him?
here that's a difficult thing to answer because I don't know him and I don't know what his desires are. I don't know what his heart is. I don't know anything.
What are yours?
40 years, yeah. 8 months, you find out.
The first thing I would do is I would make amends, and I would clean up all of my wreckage, even people that I hate. There's a couple of people I hate, like to my bone, you know, and I would want those things to be resolved, and I would do it via a letter, and I would say, you know, what's funny, there's a guy that you can hire that can speak on your behalf in your memorial service. And he can call out people. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Jack, Jack, Frank never liked you.
Love that.
You know what I mean? And he just
Scathing
wanted to tell you
review.
that there's the same guy has had to do this. Hey, his wife, like if it's a wife, hey, Gloria, he's been seeing somebody else for the last 3 years. Like that's his job.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's a little rough.
Yeah. But I wouldn't do that. What I would do, there was another guy that says, I'm gay.
Wow.
All right, that's like
Yeah,
you
hey, he
know.
was
He's
gay.
speaking for the dead.
Yeah.
Speaking for.
And
Why would-
he also, when he's being hired, he says, because the guy's alive or woman's alive, and he'll say like, "Are you sure something that you want to say to your family like when you're alive?" No,
You do it.
I wanted to do it when I'm dead.
Wow.
That's not what I would do.
Does he take on their cadence?
No, he
In
doesn't do
private-
accents.
We have to do Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah,
Do
he's not Frank Caliendo.
Well, that's I feel like
Dude, what if you hire
that's
Frank?
a legitimate like.
Frank?
yeah.
Well, that's like a legitimate job hazard, right?
Yeah.
Because you're telling these people now these people are angry. They could come after you.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably hire Kyle Dunnigan.
Oh, he'd be
Yeah.
great
He'd
to
be
do
great.
this, yeah.
But what I wouldn't do that. I would try to write it on my own, like write letters on my own. Right? There's like 2 or 3 people specifically that I would do it. I'm not gonna name it. I'm not gonna name them. That I hate. You know what I mean? But I would just be like, listen. You know, at the end of the day, you know, I love you. You have a lot of talent, and I'm sorry. You know what I mean? That I reacted the way I react. You know what I mean? I would clean up my wreckage, you know, and then I would also spend time with. It's not because I've been all over the world, and so that's not my thing. You know what I mean? My thing would be to spend quality time with the people that I truly love, and express myself in that way. God, what a sad predicament this guy's in. Anyway, what would you do?
Yeah.
What would you do?
Are you okay?
What would you do?
I would definitely, but you wouldn't say those. You wouldn't do that while you're alive to the people that you hate to your bone.
That's a good
Would you
point,
start
Sarah.
wreckage now? Cleaning?
Like, why wouldn't you just do it now if you can feel it in your heart to write a letter?
Because I don't think that they would respond, regardless of what my situation is.
But that's okay if they don't respond.
You got cleared.
So,
You're
so
clear.
what you're saying to me is call them and go. I'm just gonna make up a name, Jack. Right? I call Jack. Hey, dude, I'm dying and I want to talk to you. Listen, no, dude.
But what if it doesn't have to be with you that you're dying?
Yeah,
What if
exactly.
you
What
just-
if you're just doing it?
You know,
No, I like holding on to it.
Bobby.
Oh, there we go.
There's 3. I refuse. And I haven't done, when I work the steps. I have a new sponsor, and
Yeah.
if I work the steps and I get to step 8, and he talks me into it, like, you want to be truly free,
Yeah.
and I'll go, yeah, I want to be truly free.
Yeah.
Then you have to do this. But you know, the 3 people that I hate, and I've done soul searching. I honestly don't know where my side of the street is that I need to clean.
Okay.
Really? So I just feel like it's all on them almost in a weird way. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, so these are people who have blatantly done you wrong.
Yes.
Oh, done you wrong.
Where
Out of
there's
nowhere.
no confusion.
There's no confusion to
Oh,
me
I-
in my heart. You know what I mean? Now, through exploration and maybe through my therapist or whatever,
Yeah.
I have not explored it. Maybe there is my side, and maybe there is something that I did. You know what I mean? I don't know what that might be, but you know, I haven't explored those. But you know, these are things that I can live with because so far, you're right.
No.
You're right. So far,
No, it's not even. No, it's just like it's a question. Like if you believe that you don't feel like you have any part in it, then it's going to be very difficult for you to make
Yeah.
an amends.
yeah. But
You know-
but what I mean, you know, what I mean by the letters
Yeah.
isn't making amends.
Yeah.
It's literally because if at the end of my life I would just be like, if I knew I was gonna die, I would honestly in my heart be like, what's more important? You know what I mean?
Yes.
And to say, like, regardless of what went on, this and that, I just want to let you know, because these 3 people, I had a relationship and I did like them
Yes.
at one point, right?
Yes.
So I would say, no hard feelings, which there wouldn't be, you know what I mean? Because I'm dying. And I just say, good luck with your life, you know what I mean? You're a very talented man. And I just wish, you know what I mean, all the best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I would do.
Okay.
And would that make you feel peace to release that anger?
Yeah.
Then what's stopping you from releasing that anger today?
Because it gives me motivation to write jokes.
Okay.
I feel like I know who one of them is.
What?
I feel like I know who one of
Yeah,
them
yeah.
is.
It would give me motivation.
Maybe even 2, but definitely.
Yeah. It gives me, here's the thing.
Sure.
It-
Hold on, what does it rhyme with? We can bleep it out.
No. I don't want to even go there.
No.
I don't want to
I'll
even
tell
go
you
there.
after,
But,
I'm
but
pretty
what I want to say though is, is that obviously there are people in the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are people that motivate me to stand up and go, I gotta win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what?
Yes.
Yes. Because a lot of my motivation is about, and this is probably unhealthy. It sounds unhealthy.
Yeah.
But a lot of my motivation is, I'll show you. You know what I mean? And so
And
it helps me walk through fear. Like if I'm on a set, I'm scared. It makes me think of these people and go, I'm doing it. I'm going to be brave,
Makes sense.
and I have to show them that I'm better, or I have.
But then you're still at the mercy of their perception of you. Because if you don't show them, then the cycle just continues. Like, wouldn't you want to just perform well because you know that you're worthy and that you're enough and that you're capable, rather than I'll show you? Because that cycle just never really ends.
We should have all three of them as guests the next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, but you're getting something out of it. Like the motivation. It sounds to me like, let's just say I have the one person in my head, which I'm pretty sure.
All right. Let me ask you. Do you have anybody?
Yes.
There you go.
I know. No. I'm not. There's no judgment.
Do you have anybody, baby?
See all perspectives.
Oh, yeah.
Then well, fuck you.
No. Don't.
But you know what?
Yeah.
But can I just say something?
I say
I'm
it's right now because let's just say I have the one person in my head who I think I know who he.
Okay, go
hates.
go ahead, and we'll bleep it out.
No. I'm just saying, knowing who that person probably is, knowing the history, right now it's serving you to have that competition with that fucking person, that hate, because it's working for you. It
works for me.
pushes you.
Yeah.
Right now.
And it doesn't make me angry.
More, I think that is more rewarding
Clenching
than
your
like.
jaw when you say that.
But I've always had that, even as a kid. When I was doing stand up in my early 20s, it was more about finances and women.
I just picture you under a bridge in goth outfit. When you say stand up when you were a kid, doing with a magic 8-ball and a glow stick.
My motivation has always been like, how am I going to win and make a living? And how am I going to get women, right?
Yeah.
And then when you start getting those things, you find other things to motivate you, is what I did. You know what I mean? So I know it sounds completely unhealthy. And, there's probably, I'm sure Bill Burr or other comics have other ways of motivating themselves, right? But that's just the way I do it. And go ahead.
It's I can relate.
This poor
to
guy's
that.
dying, and yet we're yeah.
No, I can relate to having the wrong people fuel my ambition, but I also know that if I continue to live that way, in the I'll show you way, it makes me more tethered to my hate and more tethered to boundly tight to that person that I hate and dislike so much. They are taking up so much space in my mind that I'm not able to focus on the other people that are actually doing right by me. I'm just so obsessed with this, proving this one person wrong.
Okay.
But I feel like
You're right.
You compartmentalize it a little bit.
There's a space here.
Yeah, I feel like I only because I think a little bit like I can compartmentalize things.
Yeah.
And I can shove things to the side that
Shelf
I just
it.
don't want to think
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Truly, I mean, it doesn't mean it goes away because what you're talking about is like long run stuff. Like long run, it's probably best you come to peace with it. But for but you know what I'm saying. So you have a long don't get cancer, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I definitely can like compartmentalize it and put like the stuff that I need to do to like get right with this relationship and use the like not so great stuff to have a better for it to propel me.
Yeah.
For it to serve me for right now.
Right.
That again, that's what I do with those particular things. But I'm saying how I do it is like the person that I think of that I'm like, like I can't follow them on his like nothing. I can't.
Right.
You know.
But he does the opposite. He will follow them.
Ugh,
He
I
will
can't
check
follow
the
them.
page every day.
No, really?
Yeah.
That's masochistic. That's torture.
It's not torture.
Oh, I don't like that.
It's not torture. It makes me giggle.
Yeah,
It does.
I believe you.
Yeah, it makes me giggle. I find joy in it because it gives me that extra because and you're right. I think ultimately what you said
Is right.
is right.
Yeah.
It's probably
It is.
not.
It
It is because
It is.
I'm not even
Kalila.
able to apply that myself
is
because
right.
today someone checked me on the phone. Someone was like, Kalila, like, what are you going to get out of doing A, B, C, and D except to solve your ego? The person's like, but you know the truth.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know the truth, and that should be enough. Like, everything else after that is just your ego trying to get somewhere. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's correct. It's my ego.
I mean, what you're saying actually is true.
is the person that you have. I don't know who it is, but is it business oriented?
Yes.
Okay. It always is business oriented. It's never someone in AA or
No.
in your private life. You know what I mean? Because that doesn't. Because the people that. Because even in AA or 12-step groups, or are we even allowed to say that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Even in 12-step groups, you find your tribe. Not everyone's your tribe. You relate to everyone on the common grounds of alcoholism.
Yeah.
And I can talk to somebody I don't like in AA or somebody I don't get along with or whatever and still find that commonality. And there's still God and spirituality that's infused in that, right?
Yes.
But definitely there are people that check in on me and I check on and then them people that are my friends in AA, right? But in show business, you don't have that commonality of it's competitive. You know what I mean? That's the nature of it, right?
Yeah.
And so it breeds, especially people like you and I, that thing, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Worth noting, though, I might have said that, but I'm not living by that. Like, I have deep, deep burning rage for a lot of people, and that I'll show you is still very much a part of who I am, that I'm trying desperately to kind of shed because I realize I'm like continuously unhappy, you know, and I'm realizing I'm like, you know, it's just this thing I'm carrying around for no good reason. But
I think you're all right. Let's
jump off. Though.
no. I want to. No, I need to add.
Yeah.
What is it to be truly free? Is the real question. What?
What?
End of the podcast.
And I think that's what I want to end with.
Or we leave that for the audience.
We leave it for the audience.
Do you have an answer for that? I could do that.
No.
My bad.
I already know what it is.
Oh. What
It's
is
these
it?
things that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Is to completely let them go and to heal.
Yeah.
And I in my mind, if I didn't have these things,
Yeah.
right, how would I feel physically, right?
Right.
Emotionally, spiritually, all those things.
Do you
right?
find that if you don't hang on to it, that you will lose your edge and your funny?
But here's the thing, that doesn't necessarily make me who I am,
Right.
right? And what I have, like in terms of my business and the success, failures, all that stuff, doesn't make me who I am, right? And isn't what life is about. It's just the way I make a living, right? And so it's like I've been trying to do a thing where, and it's not, I don't know if it's working, but to look at my life, you know what I mean, in the grand scheme of things, right? But I generally in the last 30 years, my whole life has been this one thing, which is show business and how I'm going to make it and how I'm going to survive and this and that. And it's like I'm trying to broaden it. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like what in therapy they repeat it over and over again. A part of you is not the total of you, except that is a huge part of you that you've really like focused on for so long. But when I look at you as a person and I've spent the last decade of my life with you, that is only a speck. Like you are so much more complex and layered and like interesting in ways that have nothing to do with the industry or comedy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Being free, I don't know, Sarah, what do you think?
Okay, I think, I mean, it's a little bit definitely of what, for me, I can only speak from my personal.
Go ahead.
Because I don't even know if I want to be Zen. You know what I mean? I don't know if I want to be that unaffected by like, oh, if somebody were to stab my dad in the heart, I'd be like, it's cool, man. Like, I don't necessarily, that's not
real.
freedom.
No.
But
That's not what I'm
it's a
talking
lot.
Yeah, but that is
Fuck.
no,
I
but that
wouldn't
is Ram Dass, basically.
Yeah, but no one's like that.
Yeah.
except for Ram Dass.
Some people, but
crazy.
people aspire to be.
Yeah,
that
but
zen,
yeah,
like
but
that
that's
unaffected.
aspirations is one thing. But I
What?
doubt.
Why are you judging?
I'm not. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
I didn't even. I
Go ahead,
wasn't
sorry,
even
my bad.
started. I was just saying, but it's a little bit of like ego, like because anytime I get tripped up, it's all my ego. If I start competing with somebody that is not competing with me, or I'm comparing myself, or like they're doing more than I am, I should be doing, or like whatever. But I know that I haven't thought about this question in a long time because I feel pretty free. To be honest with you, like I really day to day, like I don't feel like I'm like trapped in my own head. Like I feel like I feel pretty happy for the most part. But I want to be happy regardless of my circumstances. Because a lot of times it's based on, if this is going well, I'm pumped. But if something's not going well, then I'm not pumped, or I'm anxious, or I'm depressed, or like whatever. But to me, like if I ever got success, it shouldn't even. My happiness and freedom would be based on just inward stuff. Like truly, that's freedom to me. Like whether I have something or don't have something, whether something goes well, doesn't go well.
I agree.
Because that is like the kind of the epitome of living. If I just have this, then I'll feel okay. If I just do this, then I'll feel okay. But it's just to be like I'm good. Like I don't, even if I got that, it's all bonus.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
that.
I think what you're saying is that the whole idea in my mind
Yeah.
of living a life is to grow
Yeah.
and learn new things and open your horizons and to blossom, right? And I'm going to now do a complete circle to end this podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the beginning, when you were talking about Tom Segura's podcast, you know what I mean, facilities,
Yeah.
and Joe Rogan's normally,
Yeah.
maybe a couple years ago, that would have made me go jealous. That would have made me go, well, how come mine is not like that? But I'm 100% okay with it.
Yeah.
And I think that's growth for me.
That is. Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
We never gave this poor guy an answer.
I know.
Man,
It's fine.
do whatever you want. Have fun.
One thing I will say is if you can just,
Hey.
if you've never been in
Good
a
one, good
clear ocean and stick your head down.
Which
and,
ocean? Give
and
him-
observed a warm tropical coral reef. If that's within your reach and within your means, I would say to do that because it gave me a whole lot of extra joy and clarity and feeling of safety in my life.
Wow. If you want to do that, hit us up. I'll make it happen.
Yeah,
I know you do that
I'll do it
stuff
for
all the
Jack.
time.
I do.
So good.
Sarah, your handles?
Instagram is Sarah Highland Rosenstein.
Check it out. She's a great artist, everyone.
Thank
Oh,
you.
yes.
Artist.
Yeah, your artwork's the best.
So
You're my favorite artist.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.